All right, ready?
One sec, one sec. All right, go for it.
Craft brews and casual conversations. My name is Cletus. I'm from a place that you don't know. Am I Southern? Am I Australian? I don't really. I thought to a bad start. Say it.
Oh, I guess cue it. I'm sorry.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
It's my fingers. All right, we're trying something new. We're gonna try to. Audio, obviously, you're gonna get. We're gonna try to put this on something video-wise. Maybe make some TikToks. It's dudes with brews on a porch. My name is Drew. With me is Rob. Rob is hungover. He drank a lot last night, so I have to do what one would do and carry the team, which goes great with this beer that has been on the podcast before, but I didn't drink it. It is called Carry the G. You can't
Carry the G.
you can't see because of the fucking background. Carry the
What do
G.
we get for trying to be fancy?
Carry the G from. It's a Cheesehead TV, the official beer of Cheesehead TV. So carry the G is a phrase that they say with the Packers. So it's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll talk a little bit about some football things later. This is from Gathering Place Brewing Company. It is a cream ale. Again, the official beer of Cheesehead TV. Easy drinking cream ale. Perfect beer for cheering on the green and gold, which we can't do, unfortunately. From tailgate to postgame, you'll always be carrying the G when you've got this tall boy in hand. It is 5.1 ABV, 24 on the IBUs. So I'm going to carry the team. I'm going to carry the G because you don't want to drink, and it makes sense. It's hard to do. It is in this lovely Packer pint glass.
It's very. See, now we can see it.
The pint glass, yeah, but it's not. You mean it's going to be a long time until we can really correlate the Packers with the Super Bowl once again, which is unfortunate.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're going next year. Um, with love at the helm.
Maybe it's good. It's light. This is like a football drinking beer, and I'm for it. Thank you, Cheesehead
All right.
TV. Maybe maybe we could do a collab with them someday. Probably not, but we could try.
Do they still does CWA still make albums?
CWA?
Cheeseheads with Attitude. Do you remember that?
No, is that a real thing?
Yeah. They got two C. I remember having this is back in the days when we still were CDs were the only way you could get stuff. But yeah, there's a look it up. Look up Cheeseheads with Attitude in your free time, and it's just guys in jackets making up the songs. I feel like if I remember correctly, it's kind of like Beastie Boys style esque, but it's all about cheese and the Packers and
All right.
tailgating and all that.
Well, it is a Super Bowl. It's unfortunate. Like I really don't have much interest in it, Rob. I have a little bit. I hope it's an entertaining game. Maybe there'll be a wardrobe malfunction along the way. I don't have any bets thrown down. Nothing. I'm gonna watch it. Hopefully, it's exciting, and that's about it. So we'll talk a little bit about some football stuff throughout the show today, just in celebration of the great sport of football. Rob, did you?
I think we should talk about the real event that's going on today, and that's golf. The wastewater open or whatever is the waste management. Phoenix final round is today. It's action packed.
Yeah.
It's long.
I
That's
would
what I've been watching all morning. Is yesterday's round.
I would actually, really like to be a sports broadcaster. I think if I would have put in a little more extra time trying to learn the play-by-play or something, I could be a good sports broadcaster. I still could do it. I still could learn play-by-play, or like being sports news. How come like sports news and sports broadcasters don't talk like regular news broadcasters? Because this is how news broadcasters do it, right? I'm here today with Robert from Dudes with Brews, discussing the Super Bowl today, and it's a great event to drink beer and go crazy. This morning I woke up and my ass itched. And then the sports broadcasters, they just kind of talk. You got like your Alex Smith.
It's because the what was the first one? News anchor.
Yeah.
They're reading off of a cue card.
Mm-hmm.
They're reading, so that's them reading. Whereas the other guys, they're playing it by off the cuff of their jib pant, like sock.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I was listening to the announcers for the third round of the waste management thing this morning. I really was watching that. And I couldn't help but laugh, man. They were really giving it to Hadwin. He can't hear them because he's playing on the course. But I've never heard them just be like, "Do you think he was aiming at the flag there?" Because like after he completely missed the green, like do you think he was even aiming at the flag?
Don't they have to kind of like whisper a little bit though too?
Not so much when they're up in the booth, like they're just talking to the mics or whatever. But it's like they're watching on a monitor. But it's just like in this one particular hole, like that he was having a bad hole. They're just like, man, in all my years being here, I've never seen anybody end up there. Like
that's what you need. You need some good commentary.
Yeah.
But Rob, so I have some sports controversies or conspiracies, if you will, that we can discuss in honor of the big game. You know what's actually like on radio? There's something with the rules, like you're not supposed to say Super Bowl. It's a trademark term, like that only specific places can use. I mean, I use it, I say it, so I don't think it's really that big of a deal. But that's a real thing. We could get sued. I don't know about a podcast. Maybe I have no idea.
So we can say whatever we want here.
Right. This is America. So you had do you still have your jokes that you wanted to discuss? So last weekend we didn't record.
Put those away.
You put them away? Wow.
Yeah.
Way to be prepared for the show. Last weekend. Well, yeah, I guess you were ready for it.
I reread them and realized how bad they are. I think I actually read one of them on the show already back in our when we were trying to make segments.
Yeah. Bad, like how so? How are they bad? Like just not funny or inappropriate?
Oh, not funny. Definitely not funny. That's how they're bad.
Okay. Well, off to a great start for our first little like recorded thing, but okay.
Oh, do you want me to go grab it quick?
Nope. Let's just do this.
All right.
Goddamn.
I mean, you know me. I'm always unprepared and letting the show down.
I actually let you down last weekend because I just Sunday I went to Brewfest.
I had things to talk about. I had paperwork to bring.
What things did you have to talk about?
I can't remember now. I had them last week.
Oh, you're right. Okay, let's talk about some sports controversies or conspiracies. Okay, dating back to way back when, Super Bowl III. So we know who won the first two Super Bowls, right?
Yes.
The green and gold, of course. Super Bowl III.
Oh, what were you asking? Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah, you did know that. Super Bowl III was fixed, Robert. It was fixed because Joe Namath famously guaranteed the Jets would win the big game, and that is what happened in a 16-7 victory. Don't you know? And it was suggested by Bubba Smith that the outcome of the game had been rigged because the league wanted a New York team to win the high-profile game and raise some interest in football. Oh my God!
Because what year was that?
I don't know. No idea. It was the third
Well,
Super Bowl back in the
50
day.
years ago?
It was like 52 this year? I have no idea.
Let's say 50. It's 50 years ago. All
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Could you see that?
That's a definitely New York could have rigged some. They were. It might have been in the time frame where you didn't want to mess around. Somebody wanted to rig something.
Do you think the NFL's rigged right now?
I probably. I don't care.
If it came out that the NFL was rigged, scripted, just like professional wrestling, would you continue to watch football?
No.
I don't think I would either. I think I'd be really sad because I'd be like, what do I do now? Is the NBA rigged then too?
I might.
Get a life?
Yeah, I might get a life. But I would be kind of happy to find that out because I've been saying that since 2002.
Is it really worth the "I told you so"? Years,
decades.
Yeah.
That's a 20-year "I told you so."
Decades of entertainment, of heartbreak, and 1 year where it went really well, and you just want to wash that all down the drain. You want to be like, damn it.
I want my left brain to be able to tell my right brain. When I told you were wasting time watching this shit every Sunday, I was right. And my right brain would go like,
I'm always right. The right brain would say, I'm always right. Get it?
Yeah. That's
right side.
Zinga.
Got it.
I don't know. Yeah.
All
right. What's our next? I keep wanting to do that dumb thing where you mash words up. There's got to be a way to put sports and conspiracy, right? Conspiracy or
I don't know.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 50 affected by super fan officials. Those dirty refs. The people that everybody hates. Nobody loves a referee ever. They're super fans apparently in Super Bowl 50. Peyton Manning sidelined, played like a shell of his former self throughout the 2015 season. He and the Broncos secured a berth, and then they go to the Super Bowl, right? And then they win 24-10. The Panthers played like shit that year. Remember that? There's that fumble and like Cam Newton stepped back, and no one's like, why'd you do that? And he's like, I'm Cam Newton. Cam Newton, dab.
I know Cam Newton had a lot of hype on Cam Newton, and then all of a sudden, everybody was just off of it. And I didn't understand it. But honestly, you could ask me what happened in any game this season that I actually sat down and watched with intent and interest, and I still would be like, I don't remember. I watch football and then it's gone. It literally disappears from my brain.
Well, so really, people think that shouldn't have happened, and people think that there is some conspiracy behind it. That the outcome of the game was fixed so that Peyton Manning, one of the league's most beloved players, could retire as a champion. Wouldn't they have done it for Tom Brady though too? Or does that go against the grain? Or that goes against that storyline, I guess. I don't know.
Wait, but was Peyton Manning, that was his only Super Bowl, yeah?
He has two. He had one with the Colts and then one with the Broncos. So it was his final one.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe because Brady got one with two franchises, they didn't feel the need.
Brady could have.
And people watch Brady pretty hard for the putting the thumb on the scales of justice in the football arena.
Some people believe that Tom Brady retired the first time around because he knew he was about to get divorced, and he had like this massive deal with Fox, and he's just like, let's put that on hold until I get divorced. So that's why he came out of retirement. A lot of people put this narrative on Tom Brady that he's selfish, he did this, abandoned his family, and that's why he's getting divorced, because he chose football over his family. But really, I think it's more along the lines of Giselle was not happy. She wasn't about it anymore. That happens in relationships. I know from experience. You know from experience. But he retired to be with his family. Things weren't going well, and he's just like, well, if I'm going to get divorced, I'm not going to sign this $130 $375 million contract with Fox right now. I'm just going to go continue my contract in the NFL.
Was that for the that movie 80 for Brady? Is that what he made for that?
I don't know. No, he made I can't believe that's a movie either.
I know, right?
What is the premise of that? Just
I don't know.
A bunch of biddies going to see Tom Brady as a Patriot.
80-year-old women go and one of the, I think it's a reality show, and Brady gets divorced, and an 80-year-old woman courts him.
Aren't they? I think he's still in the day that he was a Patriot, because they wear all these Patriot garb. But
I didn't pay that much attention to his wardrobe. I was just like, what is happening here?
Sally Fields is in that movie.
Hey, everybody says, where's the new original ideas out of Hollywood? That's what you get.
Sally Fields is in it. Critically acclaimed, Oscar-winning, you like me, you really, really like me. Sally Fields has stooped down from Forrest Gump and whatever movie she's in. I can only think of Forrest Gump. I know I've seen her. Oh, she's in Mrs. Doubtfire too. She's a real jerk in that one. And then she goes and does this. I think that's the conspiracy right there.
Yeah, she jumped right from Forrest Gump and Mrs. Doubtfire to this.
That's
she was
a tragedy.
living off that Mrs. Doubtfire money for a while, and then she's like, I got to get back in the game.
They were going to make a sequel to it before Robin Williams passed away.
It's really Jesus, what's her name from Breakfast Club is in there.
Oh, Molly something.
No, it's not. It's Shireen Sharanahan.
Do you like The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
The movie's.
We're gonna get into it.
The movie.
We're gonna get into it.
The movie is horrible. It's a dumb movie, and it's so stupid. Like, I get the premise of, oh, you can be different and still get along and be pals. Of course, I agree with that. But it's like, dude, like, just sexually assaulted somebody under a table in detention, and they're just like, gags.
It's a different time, Drew.
A different time?
No, that is a weird scene, that's for sure.
It's super weird, and it's just dumb. It's just like, oh, you butthead. We're in Saturday detention. I'm Emilio Estevez.
Are you done now?
Yeah.
Get that out of your system?
Yeah.
But you got a problem with Emilio Estevez, too? Is that...
No, he's fine.
You like Young Guns?
I've never
Mighty
seen
Ducks?
Mighty Ducks, of
You've
course.
Never seen Young Guns?
No. Oh, maybe I have. I don't know. Is that with Mel Gibson? No? I guess not.
No, it's not.
Isn't he in a movie with Mel Gibson? I'm thinking of... What movie am I thinking of?
Masters of Sharona.
I don't know. I have no idea. The Passion of the Christ, that's what it was.
Emilio Estevez was not in Passion of the Christ.
You sure he was?
Don't tell me that.
Sure. Yeah, he's back there.
That was Charlie Sheen. That's
right. That's right. No, yeah, Breakfast Club is horrible. You want to hear some other Super Bowl conspiracies?
Go for it. You got the last word in on Breakfast Club, because I can't defend it. Like, I'm thinking about all the scenes that just make me cringe a little bit. Like
all of it. The whole movie is just a cringe.
But in reality, I like I like the message, and the fact that at the end they're like, the message doesn't fucking matter. Hey, guess what? You guys all became honest with each other. You're friends now in detention, but tomorrow,
back to normal.
Because in real society, like I still can't be seen talking to you. It's going to be this and that, like that, because that's in reality. That's like when you go and you talk to a bully or something at one-on-one, and they're a cool person, and then the next day they're like they're taking your lunch money again.
Were you bullied in high school? Like, were you ever bullied in school?
I bullied myself in high school. I figured this out. I probably talked about this already, but I realized what I thought everybody, like, when people would go like, hey, Rob, what's up? I would be like, in my head, I'd be like, they're fucking making fun of you. And I'd be like, fuck you, man. Yeah, hey, what's up, Rob? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go, I'm good. How are you? And they're gonna like in my head, they're gonna go, oh, he said he's good. What a fucking douche. Who's good? Like,
You know,
uh,
they wish you a good weekend. Like, hey Rob, I really hope you have a good weekend. And you're like, nah, they don't fucking mean that. They just, they want your weekend to be horrible. You fucking loser.
I'm gonna have a shitty weekend just to spite your damn.
You have no friends.
Yeah, it was literally like I just did like internalized people just like being like normal towards me and like going like, oh no, this is they're setting me up. They're setting me up for to make me the butt of some joke and it took me 10 years after high school to go, oh my God, I was the asshole. I was like from their perspective, they went, hey Rob, and I went, fuck you, man.
I never really got like bullied. I got made fun of for one of my girlfriends in high school. Believe it or not. Like, yeah, that's pretty mean, isn't it? Like I was just like, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? I like her and she likes me. And now, as you can see, we are not together.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even have a girlfriend in high school.
She's living a good life, I think. I have no idea. Probably. I can assume. But I know I'm living a better life than her because, goddamn it, my life's great. Okay, next one.
I'd like to hear you say that. Nice.
Russell Wilson's Super Bowl interception. A great moment in Super Bowl history. A great moment. One, I hate the Seattle Seahawks. I hate Russell Wilson. I hate Pete Carroll. I love Marshawn Lynch. He has something to do with this, though. He's the reason why they lost. Because, you know, remember the year of I'm just here so I don't get fined? Or, but he had like, he would have like these phrases that he would just say over and over at each press conference. And people didn't like that. People were upset. So they didn't give Marshawn Lynch what would have been likely the game-winning handoff, right? They're on the goal line. They're 5 yards or less away from securing the Super Bowl win in Super Bowl 49 against the New England Patriots, who are just on fire all the time. The Patriots were winning. Thank God.
That's the real conspiracy here that we need to talk about. But let's continue on with this.
So they think that because of his history of non-answers during his press conferences, that the NFL wanted to make a point and say, no, you're gonna throw the touchdown because we don't want Marshawn Lynch to potentially win MVP for being, and he like broke all of our rules, or he like found loopholes in what we were doing, because they're contractually obligated to give press conferences. They have to. It's part of their contract. It's part of their agreements. And he would just go there and say, I'm here so I don't get fined. I'm here for this. Or he would just say like, yeah, stuff like that. So they didn't want that to get MVP. That behavior. They're saying, no, you're going to throw. If you're going to win, you're going to throw it.
I absolutely believe that they didn't like that behavior, but I absolutely don't believe that they had the power to tell the play callers like what to do in those situations. Other than the fact, I would be more on par with what, because this is really like as soon as like I know it's like it predated just a little bit Brady's rise to fucking whatever prominence.
Mm-hmm.
Predated 2001 a little bit, but then the Patriots dominate for the next 10 years in a time where we need to be patriotic. We need something to root for. We need the red, white, and the blue. And so that would be more likely to me, where it's like, no, we're going to give the Patriots another one. So you gotta mess it up on the goal line. That makes more sense to me than just like, we just don't like a non-answering person in front of a microphone.
Mm-hmm.
That seems a little bit of a squabbly. That's my take. I'm no sports analyst. I don't even remember this game. I thought you were talking about the interception in the high school ref era.
What? Oh, the Fail Mary?
Yeah.
No, that was horrible. Shit, I had a question for you, but I
thought about that game and everything went away.
It was a sad moment. Sad moment.
It's the reason we hate the Seahawks, right? I mean, that's got to
Yeah.
be the I didn't even care one way or the other about the Seahawks till that game.
Well, and then they continued to beat the Packers over and over again. When they
I'm
beat
so
them,
glad I did that on video.
dripped.
Oh, it just shot all over the fucking place.
Now you know what it's like.
Sound like. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Not so
I got
fun,
nothing.
is it, Robert?
Let's move on. Moving on.
This one's not really a conspiracy, but this is a little paranormal.
Is this when Casper got MVP?
Yeah, he did. It was Casper was a 13-year-old kid. His make-a-wish was to be MVP,
Yeah.
and then he died. R.I.P. Bobby Lane puts a hex on the Detroit Lions, and that very
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard about this.
so. Detroit Lions have seen some shit. Have gone through some stuff. They have had abysmal seasons. They started to pick it up at the end of this season, but too little, too late, unfortunately. So Bobby Lane, back in 1958, was traded. So 31 years old. They wanted to move on to somebody else. He helped them win back-to-back championships a few seasons earlier, this individual. And then he was traded. Suffered a broken leg in 1957. Watched from the sideline, and then they're like, all right, let's get him out of here, because Tobin Rote guided the Detroit Lions to the third title in 6 years. Pretty impressive, if you ask me. That would have been a good time to be a fan. So then, as a result, he put a hex on them. And he didn't want to be traded. He told the media that the Lions wouldn't win for 50 years. He put that hex on them. And
Yeah, but we're coming up on that, right? Like, this is in 57?
This is in 58. I think we're past that, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, we're well past it.
We're looking at, almost 70. Is that right?
Yeah.
My math's got to be okay on that, right? We're not too far.
No, yeah.
60
53 would be 70 years ago. Yeah.
So we're like 50 60 some years right now.
60,
62.
60, let's say 65.
65. 67. What year is it? 4 years away? 66. Okay, 66 years. Then
Yeah,
still.
we both get close. Yeah.
So the hex is still on. What you think?
I think it's a self prophesizing hex or self perpetuating.
Okay.
If the people believe it, they'll it's like I never heard the 50-year part of it. Maybe they forgot about that over the 50 years. They were just like, no, there's a curse on the Lions.
Well, there was
And
a curse
if
on
the fans believe it,
yeah.
then and the players believe it, they're not going to be able to win.
There was a curse on the Chicago Cubs for a long time.
Was this thing with the statue?
Someone with the goat, isn't it? Billy the Goat or some shit like that.
There was I know there's a baseball team. I believe it was baseball team that they had a statue of like the founder of the team or whatever, and like somebody like did this thing where like if we put it on the tallest building, we'll be a winning team. Then somebody built a taller building than the building that it got put on. And they like went on, it had a huge drought. And then like somebody like was like, oh yeah, remember that thing about the statue needing to be on the tallest building? So they like moved it and then they won. I don't remember where that's from. I don't know.
Well,
that's true.
I have a different story.
To me.
I have a different story. Billy Zanassis was the owner of the Billy Goat Tavern. He got tossed out of a game at Wrigley. And he was mad. He was very angry. And he just said they won't win for a long time. Turns out he was right.
Wrigley, that's Chicago, right?
Yeah, what was that noise?
Oh, sorry. I'm taking the cap off my coffee because it's spraying all over my face.
Wow.
Sorry.
You're really having the experience with your coffee.
It's rough over here.
If you had to put a hex on somebody, what would it be? Like, what kind of hex would you put on somebody?
I guess I'd have to figure out who I'm putting a hex on first.
Any ideas? Any ideas on who you put a hex on? I got some people I could put a hex on. I'd be okay with it.
Who would I put a hex on? You can't ask me these things on if you got to fill the air while I think about it. Go for it. Go. What would you do?
What would I do?
Let me follow you.
I would give somebody the hex of having the feeling of a burnt tongue, but then when they got used to it, like the second they got used to it, something else would happen, like a different kind of inconvenience. Not that it's going to be crippling their life by any means, but it's just going to bother them to the point where they just go insane. So they get a burnt tongue, okay? And then maybe they get a pimple inside their nose. As soon as that starts to go away, they get
a sty on your eyelid
or
something
how sometimes if you clip your nails and it goes a little too far down and that stings a little bit, they get that feeling.
You get an itch on your back right in that spot that you can't get from any angle.
And the second they get used to it, something else happens. So they're forever just slightly bothered.
I like that. That's good.
That would be pretty good. It's it's a beautiful day outside, but their air conditioning only works to a certain degree where they're sweating just a little bit. Beyond comfort.
Yeah.
That's what
I wonder. I don't know if this would actually have any actual effect, but if you could you put a hex on somebody where their facial expression is the opposite of what their actual feeling is?
So when they're crying, they just got this giant grin on their face.
When they're really mad, they're just grinning, and people are like, "Oh, hey, glad to see you're in such a good mood," and then just twist the knife a little bit more.
They're at a funeral and they're just smiling.
They're just
laughing,
dying laughing.
Oh, that'd be something. Yeah, I like that too. That's a good one. It's a good one. Okay. There's another thing that I want. So getting off the sports. Let's real quick. Super Bowl predictions. Who do you think is going to win? The Chiefs or the Eagles?
Chiefs. Chiefs are probably going to win. Yeah.
You think?
But if it's scripted, it'll be Philadelphia.
Why would it be Philadelphia? They just won not that long ago. They beat.
So
Tom
did
Brady.
the Chiefs.
You're right.
But Philly, Philly. When did they win? 2017 or something?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Around then.
That doesn't sound right. They can't. They haven't been good for a while. Who's there?
Didn't they beat Tom Brady? They beat the Patriots.
I don't know. I don't watch the Super Bowl if we're not in it. Really. But anyway, I just feel like with the Phillies losing the World Series, maybe because if two Philadelphia teams lose the championship games in the same span of a year, people will go crazy there. So they got to give them something.
Philadelphia,
but they can't give them.
Destroyed their city.
They can't give them two. They can't give them two winning teams in the same year either because they'll do the same thing. So they had to balance it out and go do we give them a series or a Super Bowl because they're on par? Both teams are good enough to get it, but we can't let them win a World Series and a Super Bowl in the same span of a year because their head's already too big over there. You guys got an ego over in Philly. And I really think, that some cities would have gotten taken off the map. If that happened, so they had to balance it out, and they're going to get a Super Bowl.
I think Philadelphia will probably win. That's my guess.
You think they're not even fun to watch? I'm sorry.
Hopefully Jay-Z comes out during the Super Bowl to sing "Umbrella" with Rihanna. You know that song?
No.
That's how.
Why would he do that?
Because he's in it.
Okay.
I think if you and I had a song, I feel like "Umbrella" would be a fitting one because here are some of the lyrics. Okay, are you ready for this? And I don't even have to read them.
Yeah,
I don't even have to read them. I know them. I know them in my heart. I know them in my soul, and I know them in my loins. Okay.
All right.
When the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you that I'd be here forever. Said I'd always be your friend, and then there's a line I don't know. And now that it's raining more than ever, told you we'd still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, A. Under my umbrella. It's beautiful.
It was very fitting. Yeah.
Do you think we would fit under an umbrella together? They're not that
I
big.
think. Well, yeah. I think I think one of us, our left shoulder, would get wet, and the other one, our right shoulder, would get wet.
But majority of us would be dry.
Yeah, but we, we would
that's life.
sacrifice for each other.
Or we could just like embrace each other and really.
We could, yeah.
No, I like that.
With a cold metal umbrella rod, right between.
Just kind of like how we met
us.
at the strip club.
Yeah.
Pull right behind in between us as we are, clapping butts. Anyways, just kidding. That's not. No. Tell the real story. We can't air that. Never mind. All right. Keep going. So I found out, and I don't know. I'm not gonna say names, but I found out another person in my life, their therapist, listens to this program. And it's gotten me a little concerned because it's like, I have these people psychoanalyzing me. I know they are. I know they're saying this guy needs some help. This guy, I see patterns here. This is what he does. I don't know how I should feel.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that your co-host is so self-actualized and I can't even finish the thought because I'm just no, yeah, they are. They're judging you. The fact that you have a weekly beer podcast, I mean, that screams alcoholic. Does you're a
it
gold
scream
mine.
Alcoholic?
No, not to me, but to
If
a
I have-
therapist. Oh yeah,
What if it's my only one every week? What if it's just one?
that's a pattern.
No.
It's a pattern.
If that's addiction, like that's like the,
It's an addiction is bullshit.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought you were gonna say. Like, just
No, it's not bullshit, but it's like, it's just like, if you're gonna call me an alcoholic, say I'm addicted to alcohol, off one a week, like, well, clearly, you're wrong.
yeah, like,
Wouldn't you say? I don't know.
I would say. I mean, we've done coffee episodes. I'm drinking coffee now.
I don't know when the last
We're
time we did a
alcoholics,
coffee
pass up
episode was. There's episodes where I don't drink, depending on who's on.
I think we were on third shift still back when we did the last coffee episode, possibly.
I don't miss third shift at all.
No, me neither. I don't know how we did that. I don't know how we could you imagine only getting 2-3 hours of sleep a night and
It's
going
horrible.
and working and doing there's no way I could do it, but that's what we were doing on third shift.
Yeah. I got a lot of things done.
But,
Very productive, I would say. But more in like this zombie state.
yeah, you didn't experience anything. You just
God.
walked through it.
It really was a blur, man. Like it really was like just it's weird to think about. Like being up for literally 21 hours on average. On a good day, it's like, oh, I was up for 19 and I got some extra sleep. But yeah, I don't miss that.
See, I normally, I would get that 2 to 3 hour nap and then another 2 hour nap. So like you're looking at 19 on a good day. Yeah.
Yeah. And now I'm at the point, Rob, where I'm sitting down at the couch 7:30 and I'm dozing off.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
I'm a
after a
sleep
full
bug.
8. That's after a full 8 hours the night before.
Yeah, I was up until 1 o'clock this morning. Yes, last night. Very, very rare for me. Normally, I'm passing out by 10:30.
You were just out with your buddies and having a good time, living life a little bit.
Yeah. Rob stayed down at Tony's, so we were talking and hanging out, and then Brennan was there and Kenny.
Any
so
nice
is,
ladies?
What's that?
Any nice ladies? Just mean
I
ones?
don't remember. No, they were all pretty mean, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
It's my regular bar, man. I don't think about it that way.
You should. You found love yet, Rob?
I found life. I found life, Drew,
Oh, okay.
and I love it. I
Okay.
love it to death. I love life to death.
That's like that's a
Uh,
deep statement right there.
that's a Hallmark card of for something.
For what? For
When you get a
yourself?
hole in one, when somebody gets a hole in one, that's the card you give them. But no, it's I just I started drinking a little bit faster. That's the big thing. I didn't drink a lot, but I drank fast, so it's like I was drunk when I got home.
Okay. You drank fast, so you got drunk?
Yeah, yeah. So, like normally, it's like I'll make a beer last a little while.
Sure.
But last night they were going down like water. Sometimes that happens,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't drinking water, and that doesn't help either. But so
All right.
do we want to talk about this potential, or we're still in early phases here? But I mentioned this thing. Remember, I called you about this venue.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that to Rob, and he said absolutely we should do it. Just based on word of mouth down at Tony's alone, we would get a decent amount of people there. Not to mention if we, just did some other rudimentary advertising.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
You got to
against
come
it.
here though.
I know I do. I'm not against it. Renting the place would be another challenge. Coming up with the funds to rent it.
I got the funds.
You do?
Yeah.
Man. You're a whole new
You
Rob.
fly out here, I'll get the venue.
All right. We can do that. Well, we can't, but it can't be a bullshit episode like this where it's just like
No, I know. We got to do so. So should we actually say what we're talking about?
Got tossed out of Wrigley.
Yeah.
Oh.
How many hours of sleep did we get 6
Whoa.
years ago?
Remember that? Remember?
Yeah, no
potential.
no inside jokes, no long running. It's got to be tight. It's got to be on point. No hangovers the day of.
I think. Well, we're talking about a potential live show in the Burbank area. I think.
Yeah.
I think if the style of it would have to be would probably maybe interview somebody. I think, but like loosely interview them, meaning we don't come prepared. We just talk like.
Yeah.
Some people
it's right, and it's right in our wheelhouse.
Yes.
If it fails, it's on them.
Right, it's their fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm all for it. I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, let me look into. I mean, while I have a week off in April, but we just got to figure that out. Otherwise, summer would be very good for me because I have a lot of extra time in summer. It gives me some time to arrange it with people.
Yeah, April is going to be too soon because I would have to set everything up with the venue too. So.
All right. Well, let's shoot for summer. Let's shoot for something. Get, maybe talk to some people from here that would be interested in joining just to see it. I think that'd be cool. I think that would be fun.
It would be really cool if we if there were people that were willing to come out and from Wisconsin too.
For sure. Print some shirts, print some stickers.
And
you're cutting out.
And
you're like in and out.
Miss people.
You're in and out. You're out again.
Am I good now?
I mean, I heard you say, "Am I good now?" But now, like,
I didn't know.
Your picture just looks like you're having a stroke. Are you okay?
Yeah. It's something's going. As my computer decided to. Somebody sent me a message on Messenger, and
damn it.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a possibility.
Is it bad? It's not coming back.
You're good now. You're back. You're back to normal. Back to beauty. Back to everything I love about you. I'm looking at. I've noticed you've started wearing the hats again. Should I be worried? And now you're gone. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, as you can see, if you're watching this, if I get it uploaded on YouTube, Rob is completely frozen, utterly frozen. what a great still that is. I drank Carry the G, the official beer of Cheesehead TV. If you are a Packer fan, Cheesehead TV is a good source to getting Packer news, all that kind of stuff. It was a cream ale. Cream ale, I would say more of a, now he's gone completely. I would say it's more of a lager, in my opinion. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Technology is stupid. That's why when you move across the country and you try to do this, doesn't always work. It is what it is. Hey, we're on TikTok. Like us on that thing. There's a couple videos on it. It's fun. We're on Instagram at Dudes with Brews Pod. You can follow us on Twitter at Dudes on a Porch, Facebook, all that crap. Click our link tree. Go to our merch store. Pick up some sweet mugs, some sweet T-shirts. We got some good shit. Until next time. Bye.
Pew! Audio. Goodbye, everyone.